There it was. Karen's gleaming luxury SUV nosediving into the muddy pond on my farm like a bad comedy sketch. Wheels spinning futilely, mud bubbling up like a witch's brew while she stood on the bank shrieking, "Someone do something!" I lounged in my excavator sipping coffee, watching the chaos unfold. Now, you might wonder why a middle-aged farmer would use heavy machinery to sink a vehicle. Trust me, I never pictured myself as the villain in an HOA president's nightmare. But when entitled neighbors treat your land like their personal playground, complete with wine-soaked yoga picnics on your hayfield, patience wears thin. This isn't just a tale of a car in the muck. It's about underestimating a farmer and the farm-style karma that follows. Before we dive in, drop a comment with your location and local time. I love seeing where you're tuning in from. If you'd asked me a few years ago about HOAs, I'd have shrugged and said, never dealt with one, and I aim to keep it that way. I grew up on this farm, inherited from my dad and his dad before him. We raise hay, cattle, and chickens, simple, steady work. No glamour, just sunrises, rooster crows, and knowing your food's origins. The quiet was golden. No traffic, no bosses, just nature's rules. Plant in season, mend fences, keep the well clean. No committees dictating barn colors or grass heights. Freedom, pure and simple. For decades it stayed that way. Then came the subdivision. Developers snatched up land a mile away, turning cornfields into cul-de-sacs called Meadowbrook Estates, a joke since they paved over every meadow. Gated lifestyle community, their brochures boasted, as if a guard shack made it elite. With it arrived the HOA, clipboard-wielding suburban enforcers, convinced they were guardians of order. At first I ignored them, let them obsess over manicured lawns and mailbox heights on their turf. I'd stick to mine. Enter Karen Thompson, self-proclaimed lifestyle chairwoman of Meadowbrook, strutting in pricey yoga pants like a medieval queen. I met her at the farmer's market, selling eggs and honey. She wrinkled her nose. Quaint, but couldn't you elevate the presentation? Our community expects standards. I nearly laughed. Eggs from chickens don't need elevating. I stayed polite. Folks here like it fresh and simple. She smirked, eyeing my muddy boots. In Meadowbrook we prefer refined. You should visit. It's like a resort compared to this. A week later, fixing fences, I found a glossy HOA pamphlet in my mailbox. Join our beautification program. Optional for now, but encouraged. Karen's note. Your farm is the first site for visitors. Appreciate cooperation in raising aesthetics. Translation. My barn clashed with their vibe. I ignored it. Days later, a violation notice taped to my barn cited unpainted structures and improper equipment storage. They had zero authority, but Karen treated my land like an HOA annex. I crumpled it. She escalated. HOA scouts hovered near my fence, snapping cow photos, citing nuisances. I confronted one. Those are cows, they moo. It's what they do. He shrugged. Karen drove by daily, shouting critiques. Repaint that barn red. Tidy those hay bales. My yoga group would love your pond, it's wasted potential. I waved politely, but inside frustration brewed. My dad would have told her to mind her own business. I tried patience, figuring she'd tire out. But boundaries? Karen had none. It started subtly. No parking signs with HOA logos staked on my side of the road. I yanked them. Then brochures taped to my barn suggesting fence colors like eggshell serenity. I confronted her. My farm isn't yours, she dismissed. Progress is inevitable, you'll thank us. Then, Joic intruders in my pasture, clipboarding livestock odor and noise, trespassing. They ignored me. Karen's drive-bys turned insulting. Unpainted barn still. Community garden instead? The breaking point. Her SUV parked smack on my hay road, blocking my tractor. I tapped her window. This is my land. She smirked. Unused rural access, shared for community purposes. Invented nonsense. I warned, move it or I will. She dared me. Try it. Lawyers await. She left it there 3 days, bragging to HOA pals, even posing for selfies. We've expanded, one said. Expanded? This was invasion. That evening, overhearing HOA whispers about integrating my rustic charm into their expansion, I snapped. Then Saturday. I woke to a tent by my pond, tables laden with mimosas and quiches, Karen's farm-to-table brunch, yoga mats on my hayfield, ducks nipping meditators. Honoring your heritage, she claimed. Heritage? Chickens terrorized her class. I demanded they leave. Private property. She waved it off. Improving your land, thank us later. Threatening rezoning if I resisted. Enough. Her SUV, still parked defiantly, sparked my plan. Farms teach patience but also action. I prepped the pond's edge, soft, mucky banks from years of silt. Using my excavator, I loosened soil subtly, making it look solid but treacherous. Monday, HOA convoy arrived. SUVs, golf cart security, Karen with megaphone. "Attention, farmer. Your land disrupts us. Animals noisy, pond hazardous. We claim authority." Documentation? Sharpie doodled Google Maps, I laughed. "You drew on a map?" They slapped notices everywhere, even a cow trough. I snatched them. "Trespassing!" Karen. "Community enforcement," I whispered. "Digging your grave." That night, plan set. Next morning, Karen drove her SUV pondside for a view tour with HOA ducks. I fired up the excavator, nudging dirt behind it. Ground softened. SUV sagged. She panicked, wheels spinning futilely. Crowd gathered, farmers, locals, bikers. I gave one gentle push. Nose first into the pond, bubbles rising. Karen shrieked, "My car!" Josie gasped, dropping clipboards. Laughter erupted. Karen clambered on the hood with megaphone. Menace. It lurched. She splashed into mud. Roars of cheers. SUV submerged to the bumper. I quipped, "Parking's free, retrieval costs extra." Sheriffs arrived. Karen demanded arrest. Deputy, "Your land?" Me, "Yes, deed here." Her, "Rural access." Him, "Not a thing. No crime, just her trespass." Insurance denied. Unauthorized parking. My folder, Conservation Trust, fines up to 50K per violation. HOA paled. Video went viral. HOA Karen sunk, literally. Memes flooded. HOA distanced from her. She vanished, fined heavily. SUV towed at huge cost, stripped for parts. Pond became legend. Even TV offers rolled in. This wasn't spite, it was boundaries. Legacy defended. Lesson: respect land or it swallows pride. Protect your peace. Don't let pushers redefine your worth. Share your HOA horror in comments. Subscribe for more.